Hello, this is Andrew with WITY here at the Half Century of Progress show in Rantoul. We're talking with Lee Cloncher with Octane Press and a lot of the other things you work on. Tell us a little bit about what Octane Press does. Of course, they're going out and doing the fair books and the coverage of the show for DVDs, which we talked about earlier on the air, but they do a lot of other things too, and we're going to learn more about that now.
Absolutely. We do books and calendars. Octane Press publishes books and calendars and has a great line of books and calendars about tractors and machinery. So we're here. Our big exciting new thing for this show is we've got our brand new book, John Deere Evolution. That's been 10 years in the making. It takes you inside the engineering and development of John Deere tractors. It also features some incredible imagery. We built a studio in this building right over here and shot photos here at this show in 2019. So we have some really gorgeous studio photography in that book. Also, you'll learn a lot about Deere you won't learn anywhere else. So that book, we will have copies at our booth, just a page through. It's brand new, it's here. We also have our line of Red Tractors books. We've got the complete line, a couple new books there, and we have a line of Caterpillar things, including a cat coloring book. We also, every day at 4 o'clock, come and see us because we will have a raffle and we'll have an actor who portrays the fictional tractor salesman Alexander Bott. So lots of exciting fun things happening here at Half Century Show.
After you first mentioned him, I had to look him up a little bit to learn more, and it sounds like he started out in the Saturday Evening Post in the 20s?
Absolutely. The writer, William Hazlitt Upson, worked for Caterpillar in the 20s, and then he started writing this series of comedy stories for the Saturday Evening Post about this salesman, Alexander Bott. And Alexander Bott was kind of a bumbling but good-hearted guy who always gets into some huge disaster and then finds a way to make it right. They're very entertaining. These stories ran from the 1920s into the 1970s. They were incredibly popular. This wasn't just for tractor people. This was for anybody kind of interested in fun, humorous stories about what at the time was new technology. So we've got a whole line of books about these. They're really I think anybody who loves tractors is just going to love Alexander Bott.
And it shows you have a good variety of fiction, nonfiction, the calendars, and lots of different things for people no matter what color they're interested in.
Absolutely. We've got something for every stripe. We even have an Oliver book. We have all kinds of things. So stop down. We also have a bunch of giveaways. So stop down if you're here. Look for our big Versatile 900 next to us. That's kind of the mark. We're next to the hospitality tent. And we'll have something fun for you if you love tractors. And I assume if you're here, you'll love tractors.
And then if you're interested in a keepsake for this show or for past shows, you'll be able to have the books for that as well as the DVDs for this year coming out soon and past year in stock now.
Absolutely. They can pre-order your DVD, your show book. We've got the past year show books. And this year's DVD, we're working on that now. We're really going to make it something special for this group. And we think this is going to be a real special DVD.
Well, next up, we mentioned really quickly the Versatile here, but then also you have a very special John Deere. Give me a brief rundown of what it is, and then we're going to talk to the person that owns it.
Absolutely. So the 6030 behind me is the very first 6030 made. I'll let Brad Walk restore it. It is one of the nicest restorations I think ever done. It's gorgeous, and that tractor is featured on the cover of our John Deere book. We always try to feature something special. And this one, it's a one-of-a-kind prototype that Brad kind of stumbled onto. It should have been destroyed, but it survived, and he has it. And when he restored it, he did it well. And we love working with Brad because Brad, we take tremendous pride in our books and put a lot of craft into them. Brad does the same with his tractors. They're really special.
Well, sounds excellent. Thank you so much for talking with us, Lee. We're going to talk with Brad next a little bit about his special tractor. Brad Walk, tell us a little bit about what you have here.
It's the first serial number 6030, serial number 33,000. Really no records on when or where it was shipped because it really wasn't shipped. It was used as a research tractor. So the first one I have any records on being shipped would be 33,002. Not much like I said, as far as where it was in the meantime, but yeah, the people at Deere has said that this is what they did their research with and so forth.
So it's more for like when they were developing the new model, and then to be able to get the testing done with it and that sort of thing, like a demonstrator, or was it used for possibly different things?
It was actually the first one made. I mean, I'm sure they've had other tractors that were used as, experimental or whatever, but this was actually legitimately the first one made.
So it'd be the first one off the line of this is the whole run starting out.
The first one off the line with all the changes they decided to make in the beginning, and from that point, that's where they kept the first one to do all their testing with, I suppose. Mm-hmm. And then 33,002 was actually the first one documented as being shipped out.
And then how did you find something like this?
Well, I guess by the grace of God. It was really just luck, I was really on a hard search for 33,002 because I wanted the first one, not knowing that the other one even existed. And I just happened to be talking to the right people at the right time, and somebody had mentioned that they were wanting to get rid of some parts. It was in Ohio, and a friend of mine talked to this guy in Ohio, said that he was going to buy some parts from him, and by the way, it was serial number 33,000. And, just being in the right place at the right time, he gave me the phone number, and then I called John Deere Archives to verify after they sent me a picture of the serial number, and they told me to probably go ahead and get the tractor right away before it got too far.
And then what kind of condition was it in, and what did you have to do to get it to what it looks like today?
Overall, it was in pretty darn nice condition. It was so the guy in Ohio was using it as just for local tractor pulling. He changed the turbo and the fuel pump and the wheels, but he had got it from a short line machinery dealer in just a jockey in southern Indiana that told him it had been used on a dairy farm somewhere. So that's as far back as we can really trace it.
Well, it's very interesting. If they want to learn more about it, of course, they can come here to the show, or I think you have some information online as well.
Yes, please go to our website, my6030.com. Feel free to give us a call anytime or stop at the tent here at the show, and be happy to talk.
All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us and telling us a little bit about this unique tractor.
Thank you for the visit.
That's Brad Walk. We're over here at Octane Press. He's featured on one of the new books they have coming out on John Deere, which is really exciting. So you can see him, the different things they have for sale, as well as the tractor. For WITY, this is Andrew Dudich here at the Half Century of Progress.